Hi everyone, it's Renee and I'm live and I'm so super pumped about this secret tip, this ultimate mind-blowing tip that I have to share it with you. And if you're watching this on the replay, I just want to suggest that you might want to fast forward a little bit because with Facebook Live, it feels like it takes a little bit for people to jump on here. So I'm just going to wait a little bit and tell you a story about yesterday that relates to my video yesterday and what happened to me. But if you're watching this on the replay, skip ahead a little bit and I'll give the tip at about the 60-second mark is what I'm guessing, while Facebook Live kind of increases the audience so people can view me. So what happened to me yesterday, I had to make a choice, and I know that choices can be hard and difficult. And I woke up at 4:00 a.m. and I flew to Indianapolis for a meeting. I had to fly through O'Hare, through Chicago, and everything went smooth. It was great, a great flight. I made it there in time for a meeting. I was there for a 5-hour meeting. And then they took me back to the airport in Indianapolis, and I was supposed to fly home to Iowa. Well, guess what? I'm flying through O'Hare and there was bad weather and my flight got canceled. So I had to make a choice whether I decided if I wanted to get on another flight that was going to take me to Washington, D.C., back through Chicago and then back to Iowa, or should I just rent a car and drive for 7 hours. So I made the choice and I drove, and it was a hard decision because sometimes those hard decisions are usually the right decision, and I made the right decision because I technically would be stuck in Washington, D.C. right now because the flights kept getting canceled. So I'm glad that I made the decision to drive home. I got home at 1 a.m. and I just thought I would share that story with you guys, that sometimes making those choices are hard. But I see that some people are starting to jump on here every now and then, and I just want to thank you all first for watching these videos. I am so appreciative of everybody who comes on here, who listens to the replays. Thanks for the likes. Who listens to the replays, who gives me the likes. I'm so appreciative to you guys and my fans. It is so greatly, greatly appreciated. And if you guys can continue to do that, it helps me out and I can continue to do these videos to provide you these tips. All right, so if you were watching the replay, or I see some of you are joining, I will give you the ultimate, the best, the secret tip that everybody needs to know. Yay, thanks for the hearts. It's so easy, you guys. The tip is to focus on one thing. You just need to focus on one thing. There's so many things going on in our lives. Let's say if we're talking about health and fitness, let's say you want to lose a significant amount of weight, right? That can be really overwhelming. And we just need to focus on one thing at a time, over a long period of time, and not just a week. We're all looking for that magic pill that will help us lose 10 pounds in 1 week, right? I mean, you guys, that it can't even happen. It took you years to put the weight on. And this is not only for health and fitness. This is for life. This is for your job. This is for time management. Focus on one thing. Yes, Jackie, one thing. Oh my gosh, it doesn't need to be so overwhelming. So I'll tell you this quick little story about my husband. Oh my God, I hope he doesn't kill me. But both my husband and I are really, really type A personalities. We do not sit still. Yeah, patience, I don't have any patience. We don't sit still, and we are continuously moving and doing things. And therefore we're type A personalities, and my husband was having a little issue with one of his eyes. He couldn't see out of one of his eyes. And while I don't need to go into the whole long description of the diagnosis, he did go to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor literally gave him a diagnosis of type A personality syndrome. Like literally that's what the eye doctors call it. And it's inflammation in his eye, okay? And the doctor told him that he needed to find some relaxation techniques, maybe exercise, do some either meditation or breathing. So I gave him a program that I've used before in the past called PiYo. It's a mix between yoga and Pilates. It's something he could use anyway for his back. And what happened was I put it on his desk. I put the calendar and the DVDs on his desk. And do you know what happened? He didn't do it. He did nothing. He later told me, he's like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I thought, oh my God, mind blown. All these people purchase videos, DVDs, programs, download things off of the internet, Google, Pinterest, and they don't get started because they're so overwhelmed they don't know where to begin, because sometimes you just need to focus on one thing. You need to focus on one thing. And even getting started with that one thing is so hard. Why is it so hard? Even with me with time management, oh my gosh, I can tell you that with time management, if you guys just focus on putting all of your events in one calendar, like your Outlook, Outbox, a calendar, or your Google Calendar, one place. So for time management, just focus on one thing. Maybe having all of your events and scheduled meetings, work, personal, kids in one location. But it's so hard to get started. And with my husband, he's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I literally had to walk him through, read the guide, follow the calendar, and put the dang DVD in so you can relax more and have some more of that relaxation. And for me personally, I've told this story numerous times. I was tired, unmotivated, lacking energy. I needed to make a change. And so in order to make that change, I had to change something. And I went big. I went 100% into a program. I got my energy back, lost 12 pounds. But ladies from the 80s, do you remember the Paula Abdul song? Take 2 steps forward, take 2 steps back. We go together, cause it's but it's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, okay? If you take 2 steps back from when I started that program, what I realized was I was drinking sugary coffee drinks, sometimes 2 a day. And when I started that program, I quit cold turkey. So that one thing that I changed over a 6-month period was taking that sugary coffee drink out, and I switched to water. And studies have shown that if you drink multiple sugary drinks a day, each additional drink that you drink a day, you will gain 10 pounds in a year. Ew, 10 pounds in a year just by drinking an additional sugary drink a day. And I know we all have those habits. So that's why I talk about this water challenge that I always talk about, because I think if you can cut out your sugary drinks for a long period, extended period of time, and focus on that one thing, you're just focusing on water, then you can maintain that over a long period of time because it's something that you're used to doing. So that's my one ultimate secret tip that just was mind blown for me when my husband decided and told me that, where do I begin? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, people just don't know where to start. So you just have to start with one thing. Just pick one thing and focus on it for a long period of time, because little by little by little, a little becomes a lot. And you can maintain it and you can stick with it because it's just one thing. All right? Oh, thank you for the hearts, Jackie. I think that's the only thing I have today. I really hope this benefited some of you. I see some of you guys are jumping in and watching, and I love that. So thank you for the engagement on here. Thank you for posting, and I really am excited to keep doing more of these, and I will catch you guys later. I hope this one was helpful. All right, bye.